there's a city in Europe that knows how to relax and party, it's Budapest, Hungary. Famous for its ancient thermal baths, ruin bar nightlife, paprika-laced dishes, and grand riverside views, Hungary's capital is a city that goes from spa day to chaos in 0.5 seconds in the best way. Where else can you soak in a 16th century spa in the morning, devour a spicy goulash for lunch, and then end the night in a club built inside a crumbling Soviet building? But this city's charm goes deeper. We're about to explore Budapest's most iconic baths and try some of the country's best traditional food. Let's see if it lives up to the hype. We are heading towards the train station. We have our longest train yet today, but we're headed to Budapest, Hungary. I almost fell down the stairs and twinched my ankle in the train station. So I'm saying this as a lesson to myself, to all of you. Hold the railing, kid.
This guy's Hungary is going to be my 20th country.
One of my favorite parts about being on a train is you can get up and walk around, stretch your legs, stretch your ankle if you almost sprain it, and you can see the little cute towns we pass by. We went to Lidl and got a snack bag. We just had to change trains unexpectedly in this weather, and we've checked with our cabin mates. We're on the right train now. We're going to Budapest. At least if we're lost together. There's just something about being on a train in this weather that is just so comforting. Maybe it's giving Twilight. I finished my book and it was so good. I don't know what to do with myself, so I'm going for a walk to stretch my foot. We're getting close to Budapest. Next stop is ours. Officially made it to Budapest! We have arrived in Budapest. My ankle is doing pretty good. I definitely sprained it a little bit, but I've been moving it this whole time. I've been doing the ABCs with my foot, and I honestly think tomorrow, the next day, it's gonna be much better. We've been spending the last year traveling again, and the biggest difference between this trip and our first backpacking adventure back in 2017, eSIMs. Back then, we were constantly swapping SIM cards and probably getting ripped off at airport kiosks and literally crossing our fingers for decent hostel Wi-Fi. It was a mess. This time we used Airalo. It's an app where you can download an eSIM before you even leave home. We used their Discover Plus plan, and it has kept us connected through multiple countries with one setup. No surprise fees, no juggling of the SIM cards, just smooth connection. The Discover Plus eSIM gives you data, calls, and texts in 137 different countries, and it lasts for the whole year. And it's just one install. Just download the Airalo app. It will show you the store tab, and you can choose between local, regional, or global. For example, I'm in Hungary, and that will give you a bunch of different options for how much data you want and for how many days. It works in over 200 regions and countries, so no matter where you're going, Airalo pretty much has you covered. And we got to keep our usual numbers, which meant no missing texts or login codes. You don't know how much I rely on that. Just full bars the second we landed. If you've got a trip coming up, seriously, download the Airalo app and use my code Johnny3 for $3 off your first Discover Plus eSIM. It's one of those little things that makes a big difference. Yeah. We are headed towards one of the baths today. A very classic thing to do here in Budapest because there's like over 20, I think, different ones you can go to. So I'm ready for some rejuvenation. Budapest isn't just known for its skyline, it's what's underneath that really sets it apart. Thanks to a network of over 100 thermal springs, the city has been soaking in the good stuff for centuries. The Romans first built baths here, then the Ottomans came in the 1500s and took the whole spa game to the next level, adding steam rooms, domes, and tradition. Today, Budapest is one of the only capitals in the world where thermal baths are a part of everyday life. Whether you're here to relax, recover, or rave after dark, seriously, they have rave parties in some of the baths. You also get to wear these really cute swim caps.
Okay, we thought that there'd be towel rentals, and there's not. You have to buy the towel, but you do get a little keepsake towel. So it was like 30 Canadian dollars for the head thing that you have to wear in one of the pools, and the towel. So bring your own towel, you save a bit of money, but you don't get a take-home souvenir.
If a luxury spa day and a historical architecture tour had a baby, it would be the Gellért baths. Our first bath stop here in Budapest. I think we're trying to find the best bath here in Budapest. That could be a good mission. Built in 1918 inside the iconic Gellért Hotel, this place feels like stepping inside of a palace with Art Nouveau tiles, massive stained glass windows, and marble staircases, marble everything. But the real magic comes from deep underground. The baths are fed by mineral-rich hot springs that have been bubbling under Budapest for thousands of years. There are over 10 pools of all temperatures, a steam room that makes you feel like a literal baked potato, and even a wave pool outside in the summer. We were able to visit, but it wasn't providing any waves, so it was good for photos. It's touristy, yes, but it's also timeless. Like when you're floating under these huge vaulted ceilings, you understand why this place is called the Palace of Baths. Gellért is all about elegance and grandness, and it's definitely got a bit of that Budapest magic. I feel freaking rejuvenated. And I want to take you right ahead to our next spa experience because they're very different. We go from a royal spa to an ancient secret or something. Next up is Rudas baths. Originally built in 1550 by the Ottomans, Rudas still centers around its 16-sided thermal pool, lit by colored light all through the old stone dome. This is such a magical and atmospheric room. It's dark and steamy, has a spiritual feeling, less glam, but a little more grit. But the best part is the rooftop hot tub with a full panoramic view of the Danube and the Buda Castle. Are you kidding me with these views while I'm in a hot tub? If Gellért is like a grand ball type of party scene, Rudas is like a moody underground jazz concert or something. Both are iconic and both are unforgettable, but just different. After all this bathing, I'm exhausted. I don't know what could be better in this moment than some traditional Hungarian dishes. I must admit I'm not the most familiar, but I'm always up to try something new.
So we are at a restaurant called Fat Mama's here in Budapest.
With your fat mom.
Oh my god.
With
Here
our
in-
sweet friend Catherine. Say hi to the people.
Come on, ASMR.
She's like the girl from Pitch Perfect that's like, I ate my baby in the womb.
my twin.
Okay, well. Yeah, Jonathan's pissed. He's behind camera right now, so.
That is so not true.
Yeah, I guess so. Just the hand, the invisible hand. Okay, so we are trying goulash. Goulash. I don't know.
I think goulash, yeah.
Goulash? Goulash. It has little meat, some soup.
Your eyes started darting side to side.
There's an extremely large party of 21 behind us. And we're trying to figure out like how they know each other, why they're here. So if I get distracted, you know why. If one of these girls is watching this video, please tell us how did you know each other?
Why are you here?
First taste, meat, very tender. The broth is like very good. It's like tomatoey, but like much more like rich and seasoned. And this would be an amazing winter night. It really is like a beef potato stew, somewhat beef and barley stew-esque. If you are a prairie person and have had that stew, really good. No notes, just like a good kind of like tomato-based stew.
Delicious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying a chicken paprikash, which is a traditional dish here in Hungary, and it's chicken and with noodles, and these ones specifically are smoked sour cream noodles, which sounds very intriguing. I'm excited to try it. Okay, let me just put this down to cut the chicken. All right. I was thinking these noodles were going to kind of remind me of Spätzle, which is a German noodle, and they look like that. So let's see how they taste in comparison. The sauce is divine. Has a really warm paprika taste to it, but it has definitely like a sweetness to it as well. Even like a bit of a smokiness. I don't know if that's coming specifically from the noodles or just the dish overall. It definitely is like a smoky flavor within the noodles, and I'm sure the sauce has a little bit of that as well. But the chicken is just like falling apart, so soft, but cooked really well. Overall, I really like this. It kind of reminds me of a stew. It has the vibe of like a warm, wintry dish of a stew, which is really good. I would rate mine like a 9 for sure on first bite. I need to keep eating it and see, but a 9 at first bite.
Hello. I tried the stuffed peppers, which are actually vegan, but they're very, very good. They are stuffed with rice, mushrooms, and they remind me a lot of cabbage rolls, which my boyfriend Michael introduced me to.
Shout out.
But this one has a much more kind of like paprika. They love that here. Paprika sauce. Very good. I would say an 8 or an 8.5.
Okay, I got like a Hungarian take on a Reuben. So it's like sauerkraut brisket, which, you know, classic. And then this one has like a paprika mayo and then some sort of like creamy cheese. It's very good. What else? What is there not to like? Meat, cheese, sauerkraut, you know? I would give it like an 8. Solid. I'm enjoying it.
Budapest during the day is so beautiful, but at night it's different. The city transforms into this electric maze of music and neon and late night energy. It's hard to explain until you're in it all. And at the heart of it is the ruin bars. These aren't your average pubs or bars. They're old crumbling buildings, literally, turned into wild artsy playgrounds filled with mismatched furniture and graffiti all over the walls and hidden rooms and themed rooms. The most legendary of them all is Szimpla Kert, the OG ruin bar that started it all. That's where we are tonight. It's chaotic and creative. It feels like an abandoned warehouse and an art installation had a baby or something. There's a full bar and then a DJ booth. And there's so many people chatting, people from all different walks of life and ages, which is really cool to see. Whether they're here for the craft cocktails or the live music or just to vibe. Honestly, one night out in Budapest is all it takes for you to get how this city parties. It's so unique and it's so good.
The match is on. The girls are fighting. Oh! The match is strong. 2 pucks are in the ring. Oh no! Catherine is fighting so hard. This is open net. He got it.
Okay, so I am trying the chicken paprikash langos. I don't know, this is like, I was saying, it's kind of reminds me of like a fried pizza, which the traditional one I believe is just sour cream and cheese. So this is a bit of a funky flavor, but I'm excited to try it because Jonathan tried the traditional dish yesterday. But a lot of times the traditional dish has like noodles and stuff, which is not like so much up my alley. So this is fun. I get to try the flavors.
It's a Hungarian and Hungarian fusion. Chicken paprikash and langos.
Wait, what? I want to get a close-up of that doughiness.
Gorgeous.
Gorgina. It's very decadent. Like the dough is like, yeah, it's like a fried dough. So it's exactly what you would think about. Delicious. Like the sour cream is amazing. And the paprikash and the chicken is really good. So it's definitely a very decadent meal. This would be a great food if you're like 12 beers in and you're like, I gotta get some food.
What would you rate it out of 10?
Honestly, more like an original dish. Again, it's not one you have every day or you would die very quickly. I'd probably give it a solid 8.5 because it is really delicious and it is kind of like a unique-ish, like original food.
So Mackenzie sort of said this tastes a little bit like bannock, which is a traditional indigenous dish in Canada. And if that's the case, I'm gonna like this because I like bannock. So let's try. I got the salami, which has sour cream, cheese, and salami.
Cutty cut. He's cutting this. Oh no. He's not doing the best job of cutting it. Also, it is. I did the same thing. My instinct is to cut it like a pizza.
I guess you don't have to do. You know, me cutting a perfect triangle.
Cut and cut. He's cutting a pizza.
Especially this one because it's like the salami and cheese gives pizza, so
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to cut it that way. Although the girl inside did say that the chicken paprikash and the salami were the 2 best sellers, so I'm glad we're trying those. Aggie.
We think that means cheers, but that could be totally wrong.
This is very interesting. I find the balance between like the more like decadent dough, like you said, with the fact that the cheese is not melted and the salami is cold and the sour cream is cold. It really works as a balance for me.
But
And
now that you've tasted it, isn't it bannock vibes?
Totally. I've had bannock tacos and things before, and this would be an amazing taco as well. I would rate this like, did you give it 8.5?
Yeah.
I would rate this, I'm gonna agree, 8.5.
Hello. Apparently, salami and paprikash are the 2 popular ones, but if you want to throw in a wild card, I got pork and cabbage, which As someone who grew up with a German family, I've eaten a lot of sauerkraut, I've eaten a lot of schnitzel, and I am very much enjoying it. The sour cream is very good.
I think the sauerkraut also is a smart move with all this dough and sour cream. Throw in a little probiotic mix, make sure things keep a flow
Truly,
in.
me on this trip, I'm like, how can I maintain my gut health? And we're doing that right now. You said decadent, but also very healthy in a way.
I love learning little bits of new languages when traveling, and when you learn the language of a place, you can learn so much about people and their culture. And one of the best parts of our walking tour we took this morning in Budapest was our tour guide explaining the history of the Hungarian language and even teaching us a few phrases and words in Hungarian. And the Hungarian language specifically is so cool because it has influences from so many different languages. Like, their numbers are most closely related to Iranian, and some of their ancient words for things like blood and water are most closely related to Finnish, because that's the language you can trace Hungarian farthest back with. And even though they're very aware Hungarian is a really complicated and hard language to learn, they're so proud of it and so proud of its preservation. And I've been to other places, even lived in other places like the Netherlands, where they know Dutch is really complicated to learn and for foreigners or tourists to speak, and they have more of an opinion of like, we all speak English, why would you learn Dutch? I think it should be a part of every walking tour though, because not only do you learn those things about the people, but we all left this tour with a little more knowledge of the language and how to say things like thank you and cheers, which is very important when traveling. My first impressions of Budapest have been so unique. Also, we just came from another day at the baths because we walked 33,000 steps yesterday. We did 2 walking tours and a pub crawl at night. So we deserved another day at the baths, and that's such a fun thing to do here in Budapest because there's so many different ones. And it's so unique because it's such a blend of different feelings in different places. Everything from the architecture feels kind of French, feels kind of German, and makes up this Hungarian vibe. The language is such a unique, different language compared to other places in Europe. Because it is a touristic city, there's so many different languages being spoken and different types of people, and even the things to do here are so varied, from more nightlife to more relaxing spa experiences and incredible historical and cultural elements. It really hits a lot of boxes of a city that I love, where it feels like a bunch of cities or a bunch of worlds in one, and I feel like you could come back here again and again and have such a different experience.
There's something sweet about the last quiet hours you're in a city. Coffee in hand, bags packed and on, and you look around before the train pulls up. Budapest gave us steamy, amazing baths, incredible food, wild, unique nights out, and peaceful mornings, and just like that, we are off again. I always have to do like a little check-in when we leave a place and just try to soak it all in, remember everything I can, and be so grateful for these memories with Mackenzie and Catherine here, and just be so grateful for everything before we head on to the next destination and the next adventure, because with us, you never know what's gonna happen.
Did you see that?
Yay! Let's
Back to the
restart
beginning.
this.